think the most useful resource of the lab is the Bloomberg database. Um, During the research I had on commodities, it helped me to find the real-time prices on commodities, especially oil and gas commodities. Helped me find find the data for my empirical research.
The other thing I found is very useful is Bloomberg gave me the chance to access Bloomberg gets my Bloomberg Essential certification. It helps students like me to get the knowledge of how to use Bloomberg in the front desk before we get into our career in the financial industry.
When I first joined Stevens at 2010, the Hannon Lab wasn't there at that time. I studied as a master student, and they announced that they're gonna create the Hannon Lab for financial engineering. Actually, it was one of the major reasons that let me continue my education at Stevens. So once I saw the lab and started using its resources, I decided to choose Stevens over other candidate university. What I found the most important tools in the financial lab is the availability of Bloomberg. I have worked in a financial institute, and at that time we used Bloomberg stations at daily basis, and it is one of the most powerful tools that is available in the current time in the market, and Stevens has provided this for us, and I use it here a lot.
I would say the best part about the lab here is being able to use real stuff, like real programming languages that they use on Wall Street. Having access to Bloomberg terminals, it gives an applied sense to all the theory we learn, so that we're more competitive in the marketplace.
And the most efficient classes that I've taken were FE 522, which is an introduction to C++ in finance, FE 621, computational methods in finance, and a new class that I've really enjoyed taking is FE 590, which is knowledge engineering, which teaches us how to use data and how to mine it and get relevant information out of it.
I had also created a dummy portfolio, and I was trying to learn these statistical techniques and use some arbitrage strategies. So I used to use Bloomberg a lot in order to see the markets. So I think it's been a great journey studying here and using the lab. It's very helpful.
And I like the two screens in the lab because I can do the coding and check the data and clean it. And I think it's very useful to have Bloomberg with the two screens.
One of my favorite parts about the lab is that I'm able to come in during the weekends and get work done. There's always two computers available. There's a computer available with two screens where I'm able to, sit down and see all of my different tasks at once. There's also a lot of friendly people and administrators who I'm able to ask questions to, for questions with databases or programming or finance. I think the people here are very friendly. I think that overall it's a pretty good environment to learn. I think that one of the points that could be improved upon would be more students using the lab. It's interesting because there's all this amazing equipment. You don't see a lot of freshmen and sophomores in here anymore. I know I used to be years ago. I think that we could do a little better on the marketing and advertising and availability of people to come to the lab more often. I think that it's a great tool that people actually don't use as much as they could.